This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in last class we have discussed about sales voucher, sales order, receipt note, and rejection in. And we are done with the rejection in voucher we have done. And today I am going to show you the credit note. Okay, is there any doubts in the last class?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So today I'm going to show the example of credit note. The functional key is Alt plus F6. So credit note, that is a sales returns or credit note. So whatever the goods we sold to the customers, if it is there any damage or billing problem, the customers will return back to the company. So this concept we call it as a credit note or sales returns. So now I'll take one example for this. Rejected 5 LG TV due to billing problem. Okay. Now to pass this entry, in gateway of Tally we have a vouchers. If I go to vouchers, I am in credit note entry screen. So receipt, credit note. Credit. Okay. So party's account name is
Ma'am, can you repeat?
yeah. Yeah. So we should go to vouchers. Go to vouchers, and in vouchers, on right side you can see here F6 receipt is there. If I click on this small arrow mark, you can see here receipt, and we have a credit note option here. You got the credit note now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, click on this credit note option. The screen will change it to credit note. Now, credit, okay, it is in a item invoice. So I'll go to change mode. I'll take here item invoice mode. Okay, so now it is in item invoice mode, like a party's account name, ledger account name of the item, everything it will display here. Now, party's account name, I'll take here JK Traders. Give the details here. Party's account name should be JK Traders. I'm placing the cursor here. You can see here.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
In which mode we are doing, ma'am?
Right now I'm doing in item invoice mode. So right click on this change mode, and it should be in item invoice mode itself.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, if it is in as a voucher, please change it to as a item invoice mode. Okay. Now the party's account name is JK Traders and the ledger account is sales account. Now name of the item. The customer is rejecting LG TV. So he is rejecting 5 numbers of LG TV. So quantity I'll take here 5. Automatically it will display the rate, amount, everything. I'm in a same screen. You can see here once you took the LG TV, the stock item, everything it will display all the option, item allocation for. It will display in which codon you have kept the item and the rate, amount, everything it will display. Now after the calculation line, you should take here CGST and SGST. Got it? If you are done with this one, item allocation or CGST, SGST, the next is e-way bill. In this e-way bill details, for what reason the customer is rejecting the goods, that we have to mention here. You can see I'll just take the first option as sales return. You can take any one of the options, correction in invoices, change in POS, whatever it is, and dispatch from. So these are the e-way bill details we have to give. After this, I'll take here on account and give the narration as being 5 LG TV rejected from the customer due to billing problem. Got it, everyone?
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
have any? Yeah, do you have any doubts in this? So after this, you just save the entry. Press enter. The entry will be saved. Done? Okay. Now, the next thing, we have to receive the remaining amount. Okay, so we given the customer is given the order for us, and we send the sales voucher, everything. Now I have to receive the amount from the customers. On which voucher will pass the entry? Receiving the amount. Which voucher we are supposed to use to receive the amount? Receipt voucher. So we are receiving the amount from the customers. We have to use receipt voucher. And here credit is JK Traders, the customer, 7,95,500. We can receive by bank or cash.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
you are in which mode?
In receipt note, normal, this is a credit and debit note mode.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. It is a double entry system. Being cash received. Okay. Save this one. Okay. So is there any doubts in purchase order, sales order?
Ma'am, what's mean by credit note, ma'am?
Credit note is nothing but sales returns. What are the items we are selling to the customers? If it is there any damage or billing problem, the customers will return back to that company. That one we call it as a credit note. Same way the debit note will be there. What are the items we purchase from the suppliers? If it is there any damage or billing problem, return back to that suppliers. That one we call it as a purchase returns or debit note.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So is there any doubts in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Good. Okay, in last class we have explained about GST, that is a goods and services tax. So today I'm going to explain what are the forms we have and what are the due date to pay the GST. See here the benefits of GST: simplified GST filing process, auto calculation of taxes, compliance with GST regulations. Auto calculation, I think you have seen in the GST sales voucher or purchase voucher. So once we pass the entry, automatically it will display the CGST and SGST. That one we call it as a auto calculations. See, these are the GST forms are there here. GST forms are like GSTR 1, 2, 3B, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9C, 10 and 11. So these are the GST forms we have here. So the first one is GSTR1. So GSTR1, it is a detailed of outward supply. Outward supply is nothing but, in other words, it will come only for the sales. So you have to remember GSTR1 we are used to file the sales. And you can see the purpose. The purpose is to report the sales and outward supplies of goods and services made during the tax period. And who will file this one? The regular taxpayer. And the frequency will be, it is a monthly or quarterly for small taxpayers under the QRMP. That is a quarterly returns with a monthly payment scheme. Okay. So this GSTR1, you have to remember this is only for the sales. The same thing we have here GSTR2. So GSTR2, it is for inward supplies. That means it is for purchase. And GSTR3B. So 3B, it is used for summary of sales, purchase and tax payment. Yeah.
Ma'am, GSTR1 is for only for sales and GSTR2 is for purchases, right,
Purchase.
ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. And GSTR3B, it is like summary of sales, purchase and tax payment. And here you can see the to provide a summary of outward supplies, input tax credit and the tax liability. So for these are the things we'll be maintaining GSTR3B. GSTR4 for the composition scheme. So this will be coming only for the composition dealer. Okay, we are in the composition dealer, they can pay the tax under GSTR4. And GSTR5 is for, it is for a non-resident taxpayer. And GSTR6 is for ISD, that is a input service distributor. So if they will having the different branches in a all over the locations, though they can pay the GSTR6. And GSTR7, it is for TDS written under GST. So some of the goods it has a both TDS and the GST. So that time they can use the GSTR7 form. And GSTR8 for, it is for e-commerce. E-commerce is nothing but online platform, the selling things. So they'll be using GSTR8. And you can see here GSTR1 for regular taxpayer, and the due date will be the monthly of 10th of the following month, quarterly 13th of the following end of the quarter. And GSTR2A for auto generated. 2A is nothing but auto generated all taxpayers. And GSTR 3B for regular taxpayers and monthly 20th of the following month. GSTR 4 for composition scheme dealer. It is the 18th of the month following the end of the quarter. GSTR 5 for non-resident foreign taxpayers, 20th of the month following the tax period. So GSTR 6 for the input service distributors, 13th of the following month. And GSTR 7 for tax deducted at source, that is for TDS 10th of the following month. And GSTR 8 for e-commerce operator, 9 for regular taxpayer annual. So 9C for, again it is a annual, same GSTR 9 along with the GSTR 9. So this will be like a 31st December of the next financial year. That will be annual for GSTR 9. And we have here late filing with the GST returns. See, suppose if I am not paying the GST filing or GST amount for the tax to the government, so they will be adding extra penalties and the interest charges also. Return filing. So under the goods and service tax, the return, so there is no transaction to report here. And cascading effect of late filing. Cascading is nothing but they will add the double amount further while paying again. You can see here the late fee for the filing GST return is specified under the central, that is for CGST Act and the SGST Act. As per these acts, the late fee of 100 per day as per the act. So total it means 200. That is for CGST 100 and SGST 100. Total it will be 200 per day. They'll be charging. And however, there is a maximum limit is 5,000 per act. So for the late fee for, like if you are an annual payer, so there will be 0.25% of the turnover of the state or union territory. So in their overall turnover, they will be charging 0.25% of the GST. So you have to remember here GST are 1 for sales and 2 for purchasers and 4 for composition scheme of dealer. Okay. So now I'll start with the banking concept today. Okay. So today I'm going to show the concept of check printing of concept in a Tally Prime. See, whenever we are doing the contra entries, we used to take a bank entries. We are giving some fake check number. So we can create the number of check leaves and the check ranges also in a Tally Prime that I'm going to show now. So the first thing, go back to Gateway of Tally screen. Go to Gateway of Tally. Alter. Go to Gateway of Tally. Alter. Ledger. Select any one of the bank ledger. Select any one bank ledger. Hope everyone are in the same screen. So I've selected here ICICI Bank. See, I'm telling again. Go to Gateway of Tally, alter, select, go to Ledger, select any one bank ledger. Now, so in a bank account details, next to that there is an option here, bank configuration. In bank configuration, the first option we have here, set or alter range for the checkbooks. You should make yes this option. So if you are in ICICI Bank or any of the bank ledger, under bank configuration, the first option, set or alter range for checkbooks, say yes that option. Now we have to give the from number to number. You can see here from number I have taken here total 6 digit. So 0 to 24, the number of checks will be 25. Name of the checkbook. So this one I'll use for the office expenses. So 25 to 49. This one I'll use for salary. 74. This one I'll use for vendors. Done everyone up to here.
And once again, ma'am.
So you are in which screen now?
Same screen, ma'am.
Same screen only. Okay, you just type this number. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, done everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So press enter. Now the next option is enable check printing, and next to that set or alter check printing configuration. Say yes this option. You can see it will display check printing configuration for ICICI Bank, and we have to enter everything: check dimension, cross check, check date. So everything we have to enter. So here on the right side you can see one option here, copy from.
Ma'am, could you tell again, like after the
Set or alter check printing configuration. That option should be yes. Then you'll get the screen. If you make that option yes, you'll get the screen. After enable check printing, set or alter check printing configuration. Got it? Got it everyone? The same screen?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, now on right side you can see here copy from. There is an option here, copy from. Just click on this. Click on copy from. You'll get the option as sample format. Click on the sample format. Automatically it will fill by itself. You can see width of the check is 204, height is 93, everything it will come automatically. That means we have selected one sample format. Keep on enter. Keep on enter, and you'll get the option for print. Go to preview. Don't print, go to preview. So click on preview. So this is a tally check, that is a educational version check. It is showing like this. So if the same thing, if I am using in a licensed version of tally, it will display the original check of ICICI Bank. So this is the educational mode. That's why it is not printing the original check here. Okay. So once you got this screen, press escape. All of you got the same screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Press escape now. Escape again. If you got the print option, also escape again. Then you come to this part, ICICI Bank, save it once again. Save it again. Okay. Now, okay, in ICICI Bank ledger, I gave the check number, everything. So we'll do one entry. I'll go to vouchers. Normal payment voucher. So I'll go to vouchers. I'll just select the payment voucher here. You can see debit and credit will be come here. It will be in a double entry mode. I'll take one example of rent paid. So I'll take one example. Rent paid rupees 7,000 by ICICI Bank. Okay. So this is a simple transaction I'm going to show you now with a check number. Okay, now I'll go to payment voucher. I am in a payment voucher now. I'll just select the ledger name as rent paid. The debit amount is 7,000. So I'll take cost category, cost center. Anything you can choose here. And credit.
Ma'am, we don't have rent paid ledger, ma'am.
Sorry.
We don't have a rent paid ledger, ma'am. Should we have to create?
Yes, you have to create. If the ledgers are not there, you just created the ledgers.
Rent paid comes under
Hmm.
which
Is it an income or expense?
expense, ma'am?
So take it as indirect expenses.
Okay.
Okay. Now, debit is rent paid, credit is ICICI Bank. See, once I have selected ICICI Bank, through the check, the transaction type will be the check. You can see it is giving the option as check range. If you select this, it is coming as the check range will be three numbers it is showing here. One is for
Ma'am, I'm
office
getting
expense.
30,000 as rent paid.
Sorry,
I'm getting rent paid as 30,000.
30,000. I told you to take only 7,000. Go to payment voucher, rent paid, change the amount over there. Okay, now credit will be ICICI Bank. Once you select the ICICI Bank, it will display like this. The transaction type, check, and the check range. You have to click on the check range. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, so this is a check range is selected for office expenses. If you want, you can change this for if I am doing the salary, I can change the check range. If I am if I am giving the advance to the suppliers, I can change the vendors. Now it is in office expenses. The check number I have to mention here. See, this is a check number I am giving right now. Okay. So enter the check number. Give the narration as being rent paid by check. You can just mention the check number here. So previously when we are doing the entries, we used to take some fake check numbers. So once we given the check ranges to the particular bank, we can take the proper check number here.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, if I type the check number, it says that the check number you enter is not in the selected check range.
Not in the selected check range.
Yeah.
So what are the number you are given? Did you give the same numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
00100. Again
Yes,
double
yes,
zero.
ma'am.
Okay. You take this number 0010015.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, then we should click on preview.
Yeah. After this, you have to click on preview. See, once I click on preview, so it will display like this. The rent paid 7,000 only, and this one, the company and the signature 1 and signature 2. Got it, everyone?
Ma'am,
Yes.
where is the
Yes,
preview
ma'am.
option?
You just save the entry, it will display automatically.
Okay, ma'am.
You got it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now press escape. So done, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now I'll teach you how to print the cash deposit slip and the bank deposit slip in Tally. See, first we have to pass one contra voucher entry. Deposit of cash rupees 15,000 to SBI Bank. Okay. So we have to create one new bank of SBI Bank. I'll show you how to create. Go back to gateway of Tally. Create ledger. I'll take here SBI Bank. This is a normal ledger creation. This will comes under bank account. Okay. So I'm not giving any opening balance. If you want, you can give the opening balance here. Let me take here 15,000 as the opening balance. Done, everyone. Creating SBI Bank ledger. Go to gateway of Tally screen. Create option. Ledger. Type this one. SBI Bank bank account. Done. Okay. Now I'll pass one entry here. I'll go back to vouchers, contra voucher. So we have to pass the entry in contra voucher because it is a deposit of cash. It is a banking voucher. I'll go to vouchers. You can see the first option we have here, contra. Click on this contra. Credit is cash and debit is SBI bank account. I'll take here credit is cash 15,000. Debit is SBI bank. Done till here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, credit is cash and debit is SBI bank. Now, here we have to give a cash denomination. So I'll take here 2005 notes and 1005 notes. If you want, you can take here 510 notes also you can take. So this is how we have to give a denominations. So you have to enter the denominations here so that it will display in a deposit slip. Type the denominations here. Done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Enter. So bank name you can specify as a SBI bank. So press space bar. It is giving the option here specify bank name. I'll type here SBI bank. Give the narration as being cash deposited. Give the narration, paying cash, deposited. Done. Save
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Yeah, save this entry. Okay. Now I have to print the deposit slip. See, in gateway of Tally, we have an option called banking under utilities. Click on banking and click on deposit slip. I repeat. So gateway of Tally, we have a banking. Under that, we have a deposit slip. So once you click on deposit slip, it will display the number of banks what we have in a company. So I'll just select here SBI Bank. So all of you got this one. Particulars cash. Amount is 15,000. Got it everyone?
Ma'am, no, ma'am, I'm not getting anything, just
You're
No,
not.
blank.
ma'am.
Okay. So if you're not getting anything, right side you have an option here. F4 bank is there. Click on that one. Select SBI. Still you're not getting?
Yes, ma'am, still not getting, ma'am.
Okay. So next to that F5 is there. Which option is activated? Check or cash?
Cash.
Click on that one.
Yeah, ma'am, now we are getting.
Yes, now you are getting right. Okay, so
Yes,
be in the
ma'am.
same screen. So be in the same screen. Don't do any changes. Okay, on top you can see here print option is there. So print option is there. Click on print. In the same screen, print option is there. I'm showing the cursor here. Click on print and click on current. Now it is asking print cash deposit slip. Say yes. Done. All of you got the option. You should go to print option, current, and you'll get this one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Press enter and click on preview. Don't go with the print. Click on preview. Got it like this? You can zoom it. It is showing here two copies. One is for banker copy and one more is for customer copy. You can zoom. Got it? Got it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Press escape. Okay, so this is how we can print the cash deposit slip. The same way we can print here check deposit slip also. For that, I'll do one receipt voucher entry. Received advance rupees 35,000 from ABC and Company by Axis Bank. So I have to create a ledger here, Axis Bank ledger. If you have already created ABC and Company, that's fine. If it is not there, you have to create ABC Company under sundry debtors and create a bank account, Axis Bank as bank account. So this is a normal ledger creation. I'll go to create ledger. So there is no Axis Bank. I'll just create a Axis Bank ledger. This comes under bank account. So opening balance I'll give here 85,000. Then save it.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now, so I'll go to vouchers. So we are passing the entry in receipt voucher because we are receiving the advance from the customers. So I'll go to receipt voucher. Credit is ABC and Company, 35,000. Take it as advance. So take the reference bill as advance. The name is ABC and Company. So we'll take 1 month of time. Debit is Axis Bank. Debit should be Axis Bank. And the transaction type will be check. So I'll give one fake number of check number. Press space bar and enter the bank name. That is the Axis Bank. Bank name is Axis Bank. Give the narration as being advance received. Being advance received. Done? Done, everyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay, do.
Ma'am, after Axis Bank, what should we do?
Press enter. Enter. Type the amount and then press enter. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So being advance received. Save it. Now the same procedure, go to banking. Deposit slip. Now select Axis Bank and click on this check. Click on F5 check. You got the same bill here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now go to print option. Current. Just click on preview. See? Got it, everyone? You can see our company email ID, address, everything, and the check deposit slip.
Ma'am,
I mean, last time we did.
I, d- I do not have the received from option in this, ma'am.
Where in your check printing option?
Yes, ma'am.
Here it is showing as blank only, no?
Yes, ma'am.
The same thing
I
it is
don't
showing.
have that Ma'am, I don't
Okay,
have that option itself
option
received
only.
from.
Yeah, see here, press F12 and you can see this option, show received from.
Okay, ma'am, got it.
Like it is, yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. Last time that deposit form we
Hmm.
printed, right, ma'am? We
Hmm.
saw preview. In that we
Hmm.
got two tables, right, ma'am?
Yeah.
What's the difference from this and that, ma'am?
See, deposit is nothing but we are depositing the amount for the cash. So whenever we are taking the cash and we are going for the bank to deposit, we'll get two copies. One is our copy and one is for banking copy, right? The challan
Yes,
what
ma'am.
we are filling manually, it will be a two copy. That is a deposit slip. And now I am printing the check printing. So in this check printing, this is a copy we are getting for us for our company reference. See, whenever
Okay,
we
ma'am.
receive the any check from the customers, we used to take one copy of that one. That is what we are printed now.
Okay,
That
ma'am.
is that is a proof for our company. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So is there any doubts? So any doubts in this? So before going for
No.
the next, yeah. So before going for the next topic, is there any doubts in a contra, payment, receipt, journal, GST, GST ledger creation, stock items, inventory vouchers? Is there any doubts? Because there will be a NICT exam that you are going to take. In that, MCQs will be there. So you'll be good. You'll be getting the shortcut keys, questions, everything. So is there any doubts? In contra, payment, receipt, journal vouchers. Okay, so next one, the next concept I'm taking here, bank reconciliation. See, bank reconciliation is nothing but, so it is a compare between company book and the bank passbook. See, I'll take one example here in bank reconciliation. So the company will receive the check for receive check. Like I'll take today's date only. So today is 23rd of December. So due to some reasons, I'll put it in a bank on. I've deposited the check on bank on 26th of December. In our company book, will be taking the date as 23rd of 12, but in a bank, officially I'm depositing on a 26th of 12. So here in bank reconciliation, what will happen? I have to change in my tally company date as bank date. We are not doing any changes in a bank. We are doing the only the changes in a tally company. For our reference, we are doing the changes here. You can see here the banking concept. You can go back here, go to gateway of tally, again the banking, and here we have an option called bank reconciliation. Got it, everyone? Go to gateway of tally, banking, bank reconciliation. Got it? Okay, click on this one. and it will display list of bank. I'll just select here ICICI Bank. If I select ICICI Bank, you can see here in a bank date column, maybe it will be a blank. Is it showing anything on a bank date?
No, ma'am.
No, right? And you can see as per the company book, it is showing one amount, and as per the bank, it will be a different amount, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what you have to do, you just see the date here. 1st of May is there, put it as bank date. What are the date it is showing here? The same date you have to take it as a bank date. 1/6, again 1/6, 1/8, 1/9. Now you can see here, as per the company book and as per the bank, the same amount it will reflect once you change the bank date. So this one we call it as a bank reconciliation. So we are just doing in our company tally, not in a bank. We are just changing the company date as bank date. So take the same date as bank date. Done, everyone? Done, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, should we save it?
Yeah. Click on save. And again, take one more bank. Do the same thing. So whatever the banks you are using in your tally company, for all the banks you have to do the reconciliation. See?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
what exactly bank reconciliation, ma'am?
Bank reconciliation is nothing but we are changing the dates in a tally and the bank date. See, I gave an example, no? This one, the deposit of check.
Yes, ma'am.
So today I'm receiving the check due to some reasons. Okay, like the now the bank will be closed. I'll put it in a bank on 26th of 12. See, we have to maintain company books also. In our company register, what I will take the date as today's date. But officially the bank, so we are putting in a bank is 26th of 12. Now what I am doing, the company books are nothing but the tally. So in tally, we are just changing the dates here. What is the company date we are taken? The same date I am taken as a bank date.
Okay.
Okay. So whatever the banks you have here, you can do it for all the bank. See, you can see here in Axis Bank, as per company book, it should be 1,20,000. Amount not reflected in bank is 35,000. As per the bank, it should be 85,000. So I'll just take here 1st of September and it will be reconciled. But in real time in a bank, what will happen? We have to take the bank statement and we have to verify each and every transactions. It is not so simple how I am showing here. Okay, we have to request for the bank people, and we have to take the bank statement for each and every day, and we have to check it out. This is for verification purpose. That is what we call it as a reconciliation or rechecking, whether it will be same in a company book or in a bank book. It's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any doubts in this? Okay. See, in Tally, if I take a vouchers, there are three types of vouchers. There are three types. One is accounting vouchers. Second one is inventory voucher. Last one we have here, non-accounting voucher. Non-accounting voucher. So we have done with the accounting vouchers, we have done with the inventory vouchers. Now one more concept we left, that is a non-accounting voucher. So only I'm asking, is there any doubts in accounting voucher before going for
No,
non-accounting
ma'am.
voucher? Like contra, payment, receipt, journal, or anything in a inventory vouchers? Okay. See, non-accounting is nothing but, okay, accounting vouchers directly it will affect your book of accounts. For example, cash deposit into the bank, or receive the advance from the customers, or purchase some asset. So this will direct affect your bank book of accounts. But non-accounting voucher, it will not affect your book of accounts directly. So will be saved as separate accounting vouchers, that is a non-accounting voucher. So here we have two types of vouchers under non-accounting. One is memorandum voucher, and one more we have here, post dated voucher. Okay. So memorandum voucher is a non-accounting voucher. Again, post dated is also non-accounting voucher. See, like for example, I'll take example of traveling expenses. So every month we'll be paying the traveling expenses for the company side. So we like 1 month we'll not we didn't get the exact amount. So that time what I will do, I have to save the voucher, but I don't know the exact amount. I'll take some exact amount as like approximate amount as 2,500. It may be a 3,000 or it may be a 2,500. It should be a exact amount. So what will happen here? Whenever we'll be in a confusion of the exact amount, we can save the entry in a memorandum voucher. So once we got the exact amount, we can convert it into real voucher. Until that, it will be saved in a non-accounting voucher. It will not affect your book of accounts. So I'll just take one example here. Paid traveling expenses, rupees 2,000 by cash. So this entry I am passing in memorandum voucher. So before that we have to activate the memorandum voucher here. Okay. So to activate the memorandum voucher, go to vouchers, F10 other vouchers. On right side you can see the option is F10 other vouchers. Click on this and click on show inactive. And you can see the option as memorandum. Next to journal there is a memorandum here. Got it everyone? Should I repeat again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Double click on this memorandum voucher and now it will be activated. Click on yes. You can see the screen is memorandum. All of you are in the same screen.
Yes, ma'am.
You know how to create a spot ledger, right? By using the shortcut key. You people know or don't know?
No, no, no.
Ma'am, your voice is not audible.
Ma'am, we can't hear you, ma'am.
Ma'am, you are not audible, ma'am.
This conference will now be recorded.